It's what we all dream of, playing to screaming fans on a cross-country tour. Starting now, these 10 bands will live that dream.
You guys have the endurance to handle the road?
And battle each other on and off stage.
Don't come in like that. Don't come in like that, Johnny.
Competing for a $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music. They'll roll through America's great music capitals, face immunity challenges.
They just took our bases away.
And be judged by 3 rock legends as they set off on their own road to rock stardom.
Oh, yeah, baby! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Previously on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands, there was some risky business in Sin City where the band saw their song stripped down, Vegas style.
Get up right now, take off my tops.
And then at the showcase, the judges stripped them of their egos.
Because there's no point in being kind.
Finally, Idle Red rolled Snake Eyes and got cut from the tour, leaving just 6 bands. Tonight, the tour heads to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. 6 of America's best unsigned bands hit Hollywood, where things are going to get a little scary. The bands meet a horror film legend, and then they battle it out at the world-famous venue, the Whiskey A Go-Go on the Sunset Strip. By the end of this night, one band's journey will become a gruesome Hollywood ending.
I wish we could be rehearsing or doing something, writing music, instead of just twiddling our thumbs.
Kind of robotic.
Hear it on the radio one more time. It's about to get hot in here.
It's kind of hard just to grab an acoustic or grab a pair of sticks and play on a table or something and be able to come up and really get a feel for what it's going to be like. You don't write songs in a day. It's a time-consuming process.
Oh, yes, I know who's going to be.
Oh, yes! Yeah, everybody knows right away.
We parodied a bunch of bands on the bus, just, mimicking their styles and, poking fun at.
Who's going to try my music? I love this song.
I'm sure they do the same thing to us.
We're coming from Vegas, and we're coming into LA, and we're coming into Universal Studios, and we're pretty much thinking we're going to do a music video.
There's no fun in the sun on tour this morning. Los Angeles means lights, camera, action. It's time for the band to find out their next immunity challenge.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to LA! Hollywood! Welcome to Universal Studios Backlot, everybody, where hundreds and hundreds of movies are made. And to have a hit movie, all the elements need to come together. And what element brings movies to the next level? Music. Or think of Psycho. You got the house right behind us, especially in the shower scene. And that's where your headliner challenge comes in, you guys. You're gonna score a scene for a new horror movie. You're gonna go down to Haunt X, which is a horror convention. You're gonna meet with acclaimed director Tim Sullivan, who's directing a brand new horror movie. You're gonna come up with the music, and somebody is gonna get immunity.
Our mouths just start watering. Like, it's a creative challenge. They want us to write the title theme for a movie.
And that's what BODOG Music is looking for. They want a band that's gonna make hits in the studio, a band that's gonna bring it live, and a band that's talented enough and versatile enough to bring pictures to life, scoring a movie. So have fun at Haunt X, go do your thing.
We're just going to give it 120%. We really want to get this immunity. We really want to win this challenge.
Since it's said that you only use really 10% of your brain
the fact that we have 12 people, we got like 120% of a brain rate. We could probably do better than the other bands. You know, they got like 50%. If they could just put Freak in the movie, they would win. That's it. You know what I mean? Because that dude is fucking scary.
You know, it's good to be back in LA, man, but it kind of fucking sucks because we really can't do what we want to do.
Dude, we are home, right here, and I can't go anywhere.
But I guess we're still on tour, and that's the most important thing.
Dude, I'm a subway stop from hookers and a bar. I can't go anywhere, dude. I'm going to kill you guys. Where the fuck are we going?
The bands head to horror convention Haunt X, where they're about to meet acclaimed film director Tim Sullivan and learn more about the sequel to his film 2001 Maniacs.
You guys are going to have a little mission that we're going to put you on, but let's just say that in a couple of days you're going to be judged by none other than the mayor of this town, Mr. Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund.
And God is my witness. We will never, motherfucker, ever go hungry again. Yeah!
This is the song that's going to open the film. It's going to be an opening title montage. Be true to the film, but be true to your style.
Coming into the song, it's just got like a hell of a kick, you know? It's an option. It's an option. It would be nice to receive an immunity like this. It really focuses on what we do best.
Creativity.
The front like credits, dude, that's killer. Because when people watch that movie, the first thing they get to hear is us, you know?
then they get to know who we are.
They gave us a script and a copy of 2001 Maniacs first edition for us to watch and figure out what kind of music we could make for it.
Faced with the frightening challenge, the bands headed to West LA studios to work on their hair-raising harmonies. Subversa blew off the chance to rehearse, and now they need to make up for lost time.
Instead of going, yeah, the whole way through.
I'm not.
Well, can you try it?
Different ways every time we played.
Oh, well, can you try it that way?
I don't know.
Started brainstorming and kind of went from there. This has been the best challenge so far.
We're not good at panhandling or stuff in our faces, but we are good at writing music. So I think this is right up our alley.
I think this challenge is made for us, man. We have the perfect song.
Yeah, but we're not gonna hurt other than man. This is different, man. Please play it again, please, for me, brother. That's dope.
Stop.
You stop, motherfucker. Play it right.
We do. I'm sorry, what?
You arrogant motherfucker. Play this shit, man. I want it to be a straight punk song.
How are you gonna tell me about punk though? That's where I come from.
I'm not telling you about punk. I'm telling you the way we wrote the song.
That's where he came from.
No, I feel you, Johnny.
We're on national television.
Okay,
you ain't gonna be fucking talking about
don't insult me, Johnny.
Right, but don't come in like that.
Don't come at me like that, Johnny.
Coming up next, will Blacksmith be able to pull it together?
Can I say something? I'm done, then you can say something. Okay, this is ridiculous.
And which one of our 6 bands will hit the right note and win the immunity challenge? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back to Hollywood, California. The bands are at West LA studios working hard on their frightening immunity challenge. But for Blacksmith, their practice session turned into a nightmare.
How's it coming at you?
You came at me, so you said you feel like you want to say. Just now you said something on it, so I comment on what you said.
Mike.
Y'all want to take a break?
You don't need a break.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Break is necessary.
Let's take a break. Okay, you guys acting like fucking 5-year-olds. Like you can't let each other finish a sentence. Can I say something? Am I done? I don't know.
Okay, when I'm done, then you can say something.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Of course, rebel souls are coming.
We're using some samples from the movie, which I think is pretty cool. We took little clips and dropped them into the song to show them the theme that we had.
We'll miss pussy. It's exactly what
I think this is the kind of challenge that'll separate or show who has the ability to be diverse and are true musicians and producers and writers.
When we first heard about what the challenge was, it was pretty exciting to us because, it was a chance for us to actually get to write a song and play and maybe even record a track while we're on the road.
Well, we're jamming in the room, and the door swings open, and 3 guys walk in. It's the lead singer from Twisted Sister, Dee Snider, and then Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund,
And then Tim Sullivan, the producer of the 2001 Maniacs.
I brought a couple of friends with me today. I think you might recognize some of these gentlemen here.
That was the first cassette tape I ever bought in my life, was Dee Snider, Twisted Sister. So when he walked in, I was like, yes.
If I can impart any wisdom to young bands, aspiring band, never look at making it as a finish line. It is just a point you pass through.
The judges get right to business to see whose scary score will make it to the silver screen.
The song that we have to present for Tim is a brand new song called The Hellbilly Stomp.
For us to get a song in a movie, that's huge by itself, but to get immunity, like, we need that also.
Everyone's down with Broken Wings, right?
Yeah. The thing about Broken Wings is that it's perfect for the movie, and everything's already been worked out. It's a completed song. Don't have to worry about it.
We'd love to be able to write a song today and have it be perfect for it. What we want to do is be true to us as well as what we're doing. We don't want to give out a product that's half-assed.
Now the judges will deliberate to see whose terrifying tune was worthy of a big screen credit. The judges brought in the film's writer and producer to help make the final decision.
Let's start with Burned Out All-Stars, and we'll just go through it. But there was no doubt to me that this was the most original song that we heard.
As a producer, well, 13 guys is a lot to deal with in the studio.
Fall from Grace. I really love that song. Like, personally, that's more my style of music. The one melody that's in my head is the Big Bang Radio. And that's like, I want people to be, I'm humming that along, by the time they get to the second chorus.
To me, that wasn't terribly, that wasn't terribly original. I would say, tone-wise, I would knock these guys out.
Whoa.
Subversive.
Subversive? Yeah.
I just thought they didn't get the tone at all.
Well, yeah, because it was sort of a traditional horror movie, pretty straight ahead, heavy stuff. And I loved it as a metalhead. Yeah. And I didn't think it spoke to the quirkiness of your movie or the sense of humor that it had.
I would say the guys that did the least work were Fall from Grace and Blacksmith, because they just took two songs they already had.
Fear Nothing Band, their song is called Scream. I don't want, this is Maniacs, I don't want Scream, I don't want Nightmare.
Maybe they got confused because I'm in the movie or something.
Yeah. The judges listened to each band, deliberated, and invited the bands to the Paramount Recording Studio where they will announce the winner of the Immunity Challenge.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Paramount Recording Studios. Led Zeppelin's recorded here. Gnarls Barkley did Crazy here. The list goes on and on and on. One band getting the immunity laminates, which is cool. It means you're not going to be eliminated. Maybe even cooler is your song is going to be in Tim's movie. He'll make you famous. Robert Englund is starring in the movie. Dee Snider is going to produce the track for you guys. All right. Tim Sullivan, writer-director of 2001 Maniacs, Beverly Hellbillies. Which band is the winner?
Only one can be the main title song. Only one can have a credit that says main title song performed by Big Bang Radio.
We're delighted that we get to record this track and just be on a soundtrack. It's fantastic.
Like Wizard of Oz.
I think this challenge was the opportunity to separate, give an opportunity for bands to start separating themselves, not just as performers and artists and writers, but as producers and writers, and that can do other things besides just one specific genre of music.
Rebel souls coming for you.
Nice. I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we got it, man.
Making their big screen debut, Big Bang Radio was offered a chance to view an editorial rough cut of the horror film 2001 Maniacs Beverly Hellbillies opening credits.
Working with Dee Snider gave us the opportunity to feel like we have reached a very professional level in our careers.
Up next, the bands take it to the streets of LA promoting their Hollywood showcase. And one band is reunited with a long-lost member. That's all coming up on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to the City of Angels. Miami's Big Bang Radio has already locked up immunity for tonight's showcase. So the other 5 acts are out hustling Hollywood style to bring some local support to the show. I hate this cocksucker. Will a star be born after they work the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Want to come to a free show?
Let's go outside.
Yo, being down here on Hollywood Boulevard right here, burned down South Promote, you know, we run into some cats from Japan, hip-hop, there's no languages, man. We're just out here, we're beatboxing with people, we're having a blast, man.
We stay fresh in the mix of it all. Cause MCs out there be frontin' for y'all. If you dig me, walk with me, bring hip-hop back.
Now the moment has arrived. Let's head to the world-famous Whiskey A Go-Go on the Sunset Strip. The top 6 unsigned bands in America are waiting in the wings and are about to battle it out for $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music.
We know there's a 1 in 5 chance of us going home because, of course, Big Bang has the immunity, so they're in this regardless. We're just going to go on stage and play our heart out, you know?
We feel hungry. Like, we're on the chopping block. We didn't win immunity. We got to do this. Either you bring it or you go home, right?
I'm just ready to get down tonight. You know, all the hype and the drama of each competition, you know, the build up, and it's just time to release now.
The audience makes up 50% of the vote, but first, our panel of rock royalty will have to hear every band out.
A good song has a way of getting to you. You can cut back on the lyrics if you've got the right tones and notes.
In the middle is super rockin' touring hot lady, Bethany.
Versatility is definitely always going to be an asset. Ability to be flexible with your art. That's definitely going to enable you to go further.
The lead guitarist from the Cult, Billy Duffy.
If I was asked to give advice to bands, young bands, it's very difficult really, because I really don't think they listen. I didn't.
The biggest band on tour is benching a few team members that are sick and not feeling up to their rock star potential. Will this wreck the group's game? Here's Burn Down All-Stars.
Rock and roll, reggae, hip-hop, it's all together. There's really nothing like that that's out there. It is its own original sound, yo, and we created it.
For sure the sun's gonna rise on the set, and for sure you might get wise, you might forget, but then who gonna be the winner?
Getting to LA, knowing that that's a hip-hop friendly environment, you know, it's a positive thing. We think that we can speak to an audience there that we might not have had a chance to do since we've been in Philly, so.
Wow, I was mightily impressed, gentlemen. We left a few All-Stars on the sidelines. I noticed that, which was an interesting move. Certainly allowed me to focus. So in that instance, you really changed. Fantastic. You should give yourselves a big pat on the back.
You guys you're probably a little road weary, and yet you're still coming with something fresh and exciting every time. And I thought that was really a step up.
Superheroes. You've got diversity now, and it's a shame you weren't all on, because you can all do so many different things, and that's what we're looking for, isn't it?
It feels great. We killed it. We got great reviews from the judges. We're feeling really positive about our chances to move on to the next round.
When we last left Blacksmith, this tight-knit group looked like it was about to fall apart.
Don't come at me like that, Johnny.
But being at home has reminded them what's important.
Like being in the band is just like being in any sort of relationship, whether it be a marriage or friendship, whatever.
We're here in our home stomping ground, and we got much love here, and it's good to be back on our own turf with friends and the family. Listen to us, man. We made it home, fucker. What's up?
What's up, sis?
What up, brother?
When you came up here.
Let's do a shot. Everybody get in here. You want a shot?
What shot of what?
You drinking?
We got some of the best friends in the business because everybody believed in us. Even at times that we doubted our own abilities, our friends have carried us through it all. Blacksmith want to give special love to all the friends and family that came out to see us and support us for many years.
I want to say, man, much love, man. Here's to the future, man. God bless all of y'all. Salute, baby. Whoa!
return to Blacksmith, man, is a big thing.
BLASMYT. Playing for a hometown audience is sure to get this ghetto metal group going. It's Blacksmith.
We believe the ghetto metal sound is the best new sound out there. If you look at history, you'll see where the jazz come from the ghetto, where the blues come from the ghetto. And we feel if anybody's listening to this right now, they'd want to capitalize right away because it's going to the top one way or another.
Real excited about playing the Whiskey, man. You know, we've been saying from day one, we just want to get back to LA, man.
When I first saw you guys play, I imagined you playing in this venue. It was excellent.
Well, you know, I always wanted to see you play here in your hometown, and I discussed with you previously about how I can't wait to see the 5,000-person mosh pit in front of you.
Listen, you know... Hello! Well, that thing's broken, but I'm not. The first time I ever seen you, I fucking thought, that's the dog's bollocks.
We're pretty confident with our show. It showed in the crowd, it showed with the judges, so we're pretty confident, you know, but anything can happen because all the bands left are great.
Coming up, the battle continues and we learn that life on the road can be downright disgusting. Next on BODOG Music, Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to BODOG Music Battle of the Bands from the Whiskey A Go-Go in Los Angeles. Burn Down All-Stars and Blacksmith just rocked the Hollywood Hills. And now it's time to get back to the show.
We used to being together, you know, we usually be more compact than this in a van, but on the bus, you know, it's even cooler, you know, we get to interact with another band. So the dynamics between ourselves and the other band, it's all good.
We stopped to eat. I had a cheeseburger. There it is.
At first, it was like a classic rock song. You're like, man. By the end, you were full on metal. You're like, just a camaraderie between us all is good, you know. I am kind of scared when Freak runs around with his shirt off.
The horror movie challenge didn't bother this band a bit. Fear Nuttin' Band.
We're coming to play a show, so we're going to do our thing. Whatever happens afterwards is going to happen.
As music is all about crossing borders, breaking down boundaries, and just keep it as one thing, you know, universal language music. Love and respect.
Seems like you're just really coming into your own together, and it's really fun to watch. And I really liked your harmonies. I thought you did such a good job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Firm and tight. I bloody love it. Good dancehall ragga and all that stuff. All the elements, right? You got your rock. The guitar was really fine today. But I got problems with Mr. Bass Player, all right? You're playing ploddy notes like tickle it and ting, you know, in places. Let the rhythm flow so the singers can come out more.
That make me feel good knowing that the judges love what we're doing because they know that we know we're doing good music, and if they know that we're doing good music, you know what I'm saying? I always can take them good criticism and good compliments.
Well, we've had some times where we can actually create together with other bands and record stuff.
Is that both harmonies on there?
Yes, that's four of it's vocals.
I think the fact that we're all musicians and all artists, we understand where everyone's coming from. Yeah. Everyone's been very, very chill.
Big Bang Radio has immunity, so what better time to take a chance and have some fun? They're inviting Fear Nuttin' Bands Prowler and Rooster up on stage to mix styles and share some love.
War machine with some big guns, got to feel the team. till everyone always needs to cry.
We don't believe in immunity. We're playing to win $1 million, not to get freebies and get to get the free ride. So we're always gonna play our heart and soul.
That was cool when Fear Nothing Band came up and rocked with Big Bang Radio. They actually asked me to do it first, and I didn't think it was a good idea. We're in the middle of a battle to go do that at the time. You know what I mean? We'll pull away from the attention that we're trying to bring to this band.
And them don't say in the reach far. Everybody want the bus out and them say, Lord, you know here. You tell the song so clear. Big Bang Radio, Fear Nothing Band here.
The reason why we decided as a band collectively to have other members up on stage with us is because it was an immunity. We had a lot of fun with it.
You guys did awesome. The creative collaboration that you guys have and that camaraderie, it really warms my heart. It's just fantastic to watch.
For me, you've got the edge on the others, right? And I don't expect any genius lyrics, because I covered that market years ago. But you've got brilliant hooky chorus lines that everybody here just went, yeah! And that's what we want in it, live bands that entertain ya.
That's probably the best compliment from Johnny that I think we've received yet. He said he thinks that we have an edge on the other bands, which to me means a lot.
Even in Hollywood, frontman Dave stands out with his piercing eyes and bulging bullhorn from Houston, Texas. Subversa.
Always asking questions, dig up on the ground for clues. How they shape their answers, fairy tales and satyr hooks. How they trading fountains and hiding only coins in hand. Holy facing with a sound like Rowdy Rock to the
The meaning of our name kind of derives from the words subversive. And I think that's a little bit of, what we want to do with our band and our music is to not really conform to current trends and whatever else that will get you instant gratification and fame.
Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, I think that Los Angeles agrees with you. Well, I like the fact that I could hear your lyrics, so nice work. Nice.
The only thing I say to you guys is a lot of what you do is a little bit samey. I mean, it's the same rhythms every week. You know what I mean? I just would love to hear you experiment with something rhythmically different.
You use that weird implement thing. It's very, very difficult to hear. Right, and so it causes a confusion.
He was critical of it at our last show, and we used it again at this show, despite what he had to say.
Screw that, the complexity of the music is what we are, and that's what we do.
Up next, one band gets a surprise visit from someone special, and then the judges decide which band's 15 minutes of fame is finally up. Next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. Welcome back to LA, where 5 bands have faced the Hollywood limelight and one is left to take the stage.
Kenny didn't really care that we lost the challenge because his fiancée Mickey came into town.
Mm-hmm. Mickey and I have been engaged now for about 3 months, and it's fun, actually. I'm glad I'm marrying her and not some crazy psycho hose beast of doom. Just before we went on our last tour, I got a ring. I had to have some friends of mine kidnap her and take her out for a girls' night so I could go up and talk to her mom and dad. Me coming in with the mohawk and all the tattoos and everything is something they're not really used to. I just laid it all on a table and I showed them I was honest and true about it and showed them that I was serious. They respected that and they were pretty impressed with it.
For
Proposing to Mickey on stage, I think, was a little bit more natural to me than taking her out to a nice dinner. I grew up going to shows. I grew up behind my drum set, and you know, it's just a huge part of me. She's gonna be marrying into that. She's gonna have to live with that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me that he's gonna be a rock star.
I love challenges, and I can't really think of a bigger challenge than being married. There's a lot of people out there that are like, you know, you're never gonna make it as a couple with what you are both interested in and what you're both pursuing. And we're just kind of like, what do you know?
I did a good job, didn't I? Mickey and I have both been so busy that we're just stoked to have a little bit of time together.
Even booze, boobs, and a trip to the big house can't stop them. But can the love of a good woman translate into a great performance for the band that will not die? Here's Fall from Grace.
Living up to empty, dying oh so dear. Well, I have life and a soul that burns in hell. Your hands been dealt the block.
Into this round, after having immunity for the last couple rounds, is slightly uncomfortable because after seeing how the Mood had immunity for 2 rounds and then on the 3rd one they were voted out, you know, is kind of referred to as the kiss of death. But we'll see what happens. I don't think we're going anywhere.
Every march on too far away. Dead black roses on my grave. And it's hard to for your burning soul as I yield to the pain.
We're not going to sit and wait for people to make things happen. We're going to do it ourselves.
We're going to make it happen.
Yep.
I think you've been better. If you're going to start a song just with like a guitar and a vocal, people are going to listen to you singing. And it sounded to me like you hadn't warmed up.
I don't care how you start, because there's always great fun in what you do, and you really bloody like what you do. And mistakes are all over the place, but they're not mistakes when you make them.
I thought that the melody was really catchy, and I think that the guitar was lost.
I'm done trying to please the judges. You know what I mean? I mean, whatever we do doesn't seem to work, so we're just, you know, we're grateful to still be here, but next show, we're doing it our way.
The bands head backstage to wait for the judge's decision, and they have some thoughts of their own about the battle and which band will be going home.
You never know what's going to happen. That's the crazy thing about this show, man. Everything's so unpredictable.
Just the fact that one band gonna get chopped on the chopping block. We don't think it's us. We never think it's us.
They're not bringing it every week. Yeah, they always have. I always thought they did. But nothing's good, man.
The judges will now deliberate to see which band will be hacked and which 5 will continue on tour for a chance to win $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music.
Big Bang Radio, they're already in because they won a competition, and they deserve to be, because I've liked this band right from the start, right? They are absolutely a pop band. I think they're ready to go.
All these bands, to me, it's like when a band doesn't rise above it. We're all influenced by something when we start as musicians. Everybody loves music, but when the sum of what you do isn't greater than the influences.
Fear Nothing, those 2 chaps out front, right? When they played with Big Bang Radio, they really showed their quality. And I don't want to be nasty about this, but I think their own band, the bass player, is letting them down.
I couldn't agree with you guys more, and it's funny because now it's starting to get kind of difficult, and you feel bad because you develop a bit of a. Granted, it's at a distance. You have a relationship with all the bands,
people,
right? And you appreciate their efforts and their heart.
Certainly do.
But yeah, out of all the bands today, I think that it's true.
You know what you were saying, like, oh, it's easy playing in your own town. For me, Billy and Biff, I think it's harder playing in your own town because you're wrapped around family and things and stress, and you feel you have to try harder, and you have to deal with domesticity.
The gas bill.
Yeah, the gas bill. And it does. It breaks you down, doesn't it? It wears you out.
It doesn't matter what style of music, what genre.
Or even how amateurly played.
It's an X factor, and I did think they were a little pedestrian and ordinary.
Routine.
Up next, find out which 5 bands will continue on tour and vie for the $1 million recording contract and which band won't make the cut. Next on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands. We're back in the entertainment capital of the world, Los Angeles. The band's got a horror-filled experience with their immunity challenge. Big Bang Radio made the final cut, and the battle for stardom was more cutthroat than ever before. Now it's time for the bands to find out who will stay alive in the competition and whose dream will die in Hollywood.
Welcome back to the stage you guys just played on. How'd you enjoy playing the Whiskey a Go-Go, Hollywood?
Battle today, we do not feel nervous one bit. We're definitely not going home.
I don't know if it was the city or the venue, but every band took it up a notch. You could hear it based on what the judges said. You could see it in the audience, and you could just feel it in the room, so fantastic job to everyone. But with all that being said, every band was being judged, and one band is going home, and we're going to do that right now. The judges talked about it, deliberated. I have the band. But first off, let's get rid of one band, meaning Back on the Bus, because they did have immunity laminates. So right now, Big Bang Radio, get on the bus, you're still on the tour.
To us, we're going to win the competition, period. Because that's what we came here to do.
One band's on the bus, 5 bands sitting here at the Whiskey staring at us. One band's not going on tour, and let's just get to it. Blacksmith, Burn Down All-Stars. Get on the bus. You're on tour. Good job.
It feels good to be that much closer to the $1 million prize. We feel like we've been working hard. We've been trying to show different sides of ourselves, show off our diversity.
The next band I would like to get on the bus and still be in the running for that $1 million recording contract with BODOG Music is going to be Fear Nuttin' Band.
It's just all about just getting the music across to everyone and know that, yo, we're a band to be reckoned with.
Home sweet home.
All right, Fall from Grace, Subversa. Last 2 bands. 1 spot left to continue the tour.
We're the kings of the chopping block. Unfortunately, it's not really a proud thing to be. We've been on the chopping block more than any other band on this tour.
I think I'm going to go to Billy first, and I want to ask you, why is Fall from Grace standing up there?
Well, because, in my opinion, you guys have been letting it slide. And I don't know whether it's the lifestyle on the road or what, but you're not quite, to me, as good as you were.
John, I would like to hear what you say now.
You can't just yell at us and think it's going to work, right? You really have to bring it to the table. Hello, Subversa. Your guitars have been intertwining in a dueling banjo style, and I've really, really liked it. Mr. Singer, you're superb. Your voice is angelic, really, at points.
We wanted to be in a pop band, man. We'd write simple riffs and, dye our hair pink and, sing the same thing over and over again, but that's not us. It's cool stuff, but that's just not us.
But I don't feel you gel as a band yet. I can't grasp what it is you're going on about too much.
All right. Hey, Billy, I heard you give advice to the bands. Have they followed it?
In the case of Subversa, it's not whether it's bad or good. I remember specifically on 2 other occasions saying, what you've brought so far is good, but we need to see a little diversity. John mentioned, quite specifically the megaphone thing, and again, that's your choice, or the mini phone or whatever it was.
Don't stick strange, dark things in your mouth. It's just not good.
I wish you would have told me that many years ago. I think that all of us agree that we would have liked to have seen it gone to a higher level.
Our music can't carry us, and we don't belong here.
All right, so here we go, you guys. We got Subversa, and we got Fall from Grace. I've always been the one to say, so-and-so, you're still on the tour. But you know what? I'm going to let the judges, when you feel ready, I want you to name the band that's going to continue on this battle of the bands and stay with us on the road.
Subversa, sorry, bye-bye.
I'm happy to be in this band for a simple fact we stood our ground, no matter what somebody said, one person saying something is not going to change us,
Feels
feels great to continue this tour. I mean, this is what we want. We want to make it all the way at the end, and we want to be the winning band.
This just made my day entirely better that now we're back on the bus with you guys. I'm very happy.
Back on the bus with Fear Out Band. They got a great sense of humor. They like to drink. They like to just have fun.
They just have to drink these beers. It's like a sippy cup here.
It is extremely important to win the $1 million, of course, because we all have responsibilities. We all have a message that needs to get out.
I'll fight everybody in Big Band Radio, and I guarantee I'll still win.
I will rip that metal ball out of your fucking chin before you.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
I'll take that bet, motherfucker.
Come on. Big bang.
We're in a good seat right now. We're in the top 5 underground bands in the country, so we're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
Next time on BODOG Music Battle of the Bands.
Well, I know what the band's music sounds like when I see the photograph.
Image is everything, and our 5 surviving bands are going to find out that creating one is more than skin deep.
So now we're screwed because you guys moved.
Yo, everybody look at this camera like you want to beat that thing the fuck down.
True colors will finally start to show.
Every band here is good, including Fall from Grace. They are good.
They suck tonight.
Who will make the Final Four and take one step closer to the $1 million recording contract?
Only one band's gonna win this.
Find out on the next BODOG Music Battle of the Bands.